Okay, so April 10th, Saturday. So this is the weekend, not the best time to trade, but it is what it is, and the market is pumping. Okay, so this is the monthly chart. As we see, we still didn't have any red candle. Everything has been green and bullish, and we are pointing up, although we are still on the 10th. So this yellow line, this is my target for the uptrend before a correction. And let's see if we manage to close the month or the week, basically the weekly above this trend line here to try to push to this level. And then of course we still have higher targets, but I don't think we will go there before a correction. Okay, so this is my target around 78, and let's see. Okay, so this is the monthly. Remember, for a correction, still a long way to go. We need to close below this trend line, and then we have the 1.6 fib on the 34, and then we have the 12 now on the 32 going up, 21 on the 24 going up, and the 20 around here, the 50 on the trend line. I'm seeing the market big crash. It's on this trend line alongside with this one or this one. This is the line I'm seeing, but might take 1 year, 2 years, I don't know. So this is the lines I know for investment. I will do something around this area and don't care. Everything that goes up comes down. As simple as that. Doesn't matter what you hear on the news, just follow the charts. And we have this moving average, and I'm sure the 200 will pop up soon when it's been created on Bitstamp. Okay, so this is the monthly. Going for the weekly. So the weekly, we are trying to close this weekend above the white line, this trend line that I showed before. If we close above, this is my target with the extensions to the fib extensions around here. My target will be this one on the 80k, 77, 80k. But there's a trend line I can do before that goes to 67, 68. So 65 to 7, it's also a possibility. Remember the 12 moving average, we didn't touch it yet, and it's now on the 50.6, and the 21 is on 42.5, and 20 around 40. So we can go here, then back down somewhere here, and then let's see if we get a big move up, or this will become resistance, or even this one will become resistance, and then we come down. So for now, everything looks bullish, very easy for the stop losses. It's just below, on the weekly, below the previous candle, or on the bottom of the week of this candle, on the weekly basis. Going for the daily. So as before, we have been holding this trend line mathematically. The bull flag, we close above, we range here always having this as support. So this is a strong support, as we see this candle, this continuation. Then we went up to the 21 moving average. And now we got the breakout of this trend line. And we have this trend line here that we haven't been able to pass on this area, and we are trying to close above. So it will be resistance, and we can use this top with that top and make another trend line for a possible top. So a few options, but everything has been really bullish. All the patterns have been working out in a bullish way, and now for the buys, for the people who still haven't bought, it will be the top of this trend line, and let's see where we close. If we close above the weekly above this trend line, the one I set, we can push higher. not this one basically. Where is it? The one that comes, it's not shown, might be, it's this one. So when it closes above this trend line here, we can push higher. Of course, we have this resistance just above. So for now, looking bullish on the daily. To be more clean and simple, we are above these ones. So this will be the support that we hold and broke out. So it was from here, and now we have all this range from these candles here, the 59.4.5. It's these two candles close with all this area to act as support. So today, if we start coming down and we hold, we might push higher. So we will be just ranging today. The goal is to close above the all-time high, basically, and try to close above. Otherwise, it will be a double top pattern and we can come down. So it will be good that they will close above the previous all-time high. So this is it. As long as we hold the 21 and the 12 moving average, it's good. Very easy for the stop losses. Just below here. If you want to put it below this area, it's also possible. 50 moving average has been support all this time. And you can use it as support, but for this to be more easy now, it's better to use the stop loss here. If we close below, you rebuy. So very simple, and now use these as support areas. On the 4 hours, so very simple, we hold the 200 exponential, hold the 200 simple, pushed higher the 21, consolidation, start to close above the 50, consolidation, and big pump closing above all this resistance and with a short squeeze. So this is the areas we can see here. We are trying to close the 4 hours and the daily at least above here. The daily should close above this area, but we don't know. But we need to close at least above here, otherwise it's another lower high and we can come down. So remember, all this area, it's a buy area now. You can leave bids on the main areas. We have the 21 and you can use your stop loss below here or below this area or this swing low. There's two swing lows here or this swing low to be more safe. Of course, when we push, we can have a big wick down here again or here and go up. We don't know. So, but if you use this area as your stop loss, it should be easy, or you can use it like here and you leave bids until at least here or here. So many options, but if we start closing above here, we can keep just ranging here with maybe some wicks to this area, to the 59.8, and then try to push higher. So we already have this wick. It's still trying to hold. Let's see how these 4 hours close. For now, it's still green and trying to keep above the previous pump. So, and range around here. But of course, we can have wicks below. So we are trying to close above this area. Okay, so one more to go. All-time high will be the close above 62, 51.74. It's the target. And so this is where we are. We got the breakout. We got the first triangle here, so we got this big one. Got the breakout. We have the monthly and the weekly closes. This is a strong support. So your bids could be here, but also these green lines can have a bid. We are trying to hold this daily support here. That's what we are trying to do. But of course, we can have wicks down. So stop loss below here, or if you want more bids in these areas, and stop loss below the main trend line. Okay, so this is it. Quite bullish at the moment. Of course, We can have a crash when no one expects, but I think for now we are still going up, very easy. For the stop loss below here or below here. If we look at the stock market also pushing higher, I will put the weekly. Now I'll show a bit Ethereum. I will do the daily now. So actually we got this doji, which is not good at all. On the daily, we got up, rejection, and this is tricky on the Ethereum. Seems like we want to come to test this support because of this doji. I haven't looked at it, but this is not good for Ethereum. So let's see. But in terms of holding, we need to hold basically this trend line. So how can I show this? So this is where we are. We got the breakout from the triangle. We got a retest here, closed above the all-time high. This is Coinbase. Retest, and we trying to close now above this trend line. We are already above, of course. And then we have the other ones. So we are here. This is the one. Target will be here. And my target will be 2,300 euros. For this one, maybe come down after, and then let's see, maybe here. And then maybe try to push to the top of this channel. So it's 4 lines channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, that you create from all this structure. This is the base. We got the test here. This one still wasn't tested, but we need to go up, and we have this as support. So I'm putting it a bit lower, the color. Again, was just information. So I leave it like this. This one was already tested. It's the bottom of the channel. And then we have this big one that is coming from this trend line from the bottom that is coming here. So we have this channel after this trend line, and we are still quite bullish, although we can come down to test this trend line and then try to push higher. Stop losses could be below this swing low, or you can leave bids using this area, and stop loss maybe below here, but it will be more easy with this area. Okay, so we have the 21 and the 20. Remember, we still have the 50 here for volatility. So let's see what we do. We need to close the day above this area to try to push higher. For now, looking quite bullish. And let's see if we don't do a double top. Okay, so Ethereum, Litecoin. With Litecoin, as we see here, we get another rejection from here. We are trying to push higher. Let's see if we have enough strength. We need to hold this area basically. We were coiling, broke above. You can use this as stop loss. Of course, the price can come very easily back down to the 12, the 21, and the 20s here. You can leave bids here. Your stop loss could be here. Any breaks below this swing low, we will come to these areas, and any breaks from this area here, basically this bottom, it will be bad, and we can come down to other areas. For now, trying to hold, trying to push. We need to break. Closes above this area will be good, especially around here. Let's try to push higher. Okay, dot. Kind of the same as Litecoin. As long as we hold the 21 and the 20, we will try to push higher. Basically, we need to close above the all-time high and make a breakout trade. For now, it's grinding, trying to hold this support, previous resistance, strong support now. So quite simple. I'm not not doing this, but as you see, we had a triangle, broke out, confirmation, the other area of the triangle, we came down, confirmation, and now trying to push higher from here. Let's see what we do. Remember, we have 1 point, 2 points, we have also this trend line for a breakdown, and then maybe push higher or break down. So it's still tricky. We dot, but we are above this area, so we need a breakout above the all-time high. Trying to hold this strong support here. And still looking bullish. We are above this area, just need to close above the all-time high. Link, same, we broke from this triangle, retest, try to push higher. We need to close above basically this yellow line to push higher. For now, we are rejecting this trend line, so we need to start closing above it to try to push higher for now. Otherwise, we can reject from here and come back down. So let's see. It's also a very easy buy with a stop loss below this coiling, but of course we can have volatility. So just be patient or just leave bids until this trend line and use your stop loss below. Also very simple, this trend line. So all the trades, all the patterns have been working out quite well. Just see which coins are on the supports, like ADA. We are still ranging, but if we start closing above this triangle, will look good. So let me do another one. I'm looking like from this top here. Wait, sorry. We can do something like this as well. It's this one. So we need a close basically above that one. For now it's still grinding. You can just make bids and put the stop loss below the yellow line. Very simple. Volatility is coming, so let's see what's happening. Of course we can have fake outs also on Bitcoin, so it doesn't look like, but we can have. So let me just put this with a different color. I'll put white. So this is where we need to close above. We are still ranging. For this one we need to go to the 4 hours. We are still holding the triangle. So this is very simple. For the stop loss, we are breaking out of the triangle, so any closes above here, we will try to push higher. And then we need to close basically above the triangle here on the top, which I did on the daily, but I can adjust now for the week, for the 4 hours. And that's it. Okay, and we can also do a trend line from this top with that top. So this is the first test that we are starting to close above. So you could buy, put your stop loss below here or this swing low and leave bids here and see if we manage to close above. So it's trying, but still getting some rejections. So very easy. Buys here. We can still come here to test this once again. So leave bids here, you can leave another bid here, use your stop loss below this yellow line, and hopefully it goes higher. Okay, so what else? Ripple doing good because of the news today, so pushing higher, super strong. Going for the weekly. So we broke out of the triangle and now areas who knows where we go. We are in the resistance now. Other area will be here. And then of course the $2. Okay, so looking strong after the breakout of this triangle inside and then the breakout of the triangle. Stellar. So almost going for the breakout. Remember, it's here, any closes above, we will come to this area, and then if we close above this one, we can even push higher. So this is the trend line. There's another trend line here, 2 trend lines for support. We are kind of this channel, try to go to the top of this channel, and then let's see if we come down. Who knows? So we are above the 21 and the 20. The 12 hold it here. We still didn't touch the 21 and the 20. So volatility can still come. We need to close basically above over there to try to push higher. Okay, ZRX also doing very, very good. I bought it and we got the breakout. My goal is 2.7. Let's see if we manage to go there. This was super simple, the triangle, as we see. We went above, retest perfectly here on this trend line, trying to push higher, and my target will be here, but of course we can use this trend line with this top here, and this area can be a bit lower, but at least 2 and up. Looking quite good. Okay, EUs also. So super strong close, some rejections, but still green. Took ages this consolidation inside. As soon as we broke out, bang, this trend line, rejection, all the 21, and this trend line here. As soon as we closed above, boom, bang, up, and now targets will be this top here, this area, many tops, this cluster here, even here or higher. So let's see until where we go. We can also come down to test this trend line with this volatility like this, and then let's see if we have strength to push higher, or if we hold here and consolidate here, just in this area, we might push higher from here. Okay, and basically that's it. UMA doing good today, 11%. BNB also doesn't stop, so very strong, one of the strongest. So this one, as we see, we had the triangle, broke out, retest here of the 12 moving average, close above, and we can try to push to all-time high and make some good profits. Your stop loss could be just below the triangle somewhere, and try to see if Bitcoin holds. We can push higher, resistance will be here, and yeah, okay. So that's resistance on the weeklies, strong resistance. Let's see what we do here. So we need to close here to try to push higher. Okay, and Binance super strong, 400. I'm really happy that I still didn't sold mine, only a little bit of the ones I bought at $4. So I bought it around here in 2017 for $5, and I still have, and now it's already 400 euros. It's unbelievable. So I'm considering just wait a little bit, and I will sell more, because yeah, this will have to come down sooner or later, at least to some lower areas. So looking quite strong. Okay, so that's it. So on the S&P, on the weekly, as we will see now, also really bullish. As we look, we are trying to break out from this long time resistance. If we close above, we can even push higher, or we can have a fake out from here and then come back down here. And if this happens, Bitcoin will also come down. So let's see, seems like we have a push up on Bitcoin, stock market, Nasdaq. Nasdaq already did it. So Nasdaq also really bullish. We closed above here. We need a retest to come down to try to push higher, consolidation above this area. If not, if we close below here, we will come down maybe to here. So let's see what's happening. How far can we go with these stops? And everything is really bullish in this super cycle. Let's see how far we go. But I think when we come down, it will be really, really nasty, and more nasty than everyone expects. For now, just enjoy the money. and everything is bullish. Back to Bitcoin. So let's see, as I say, we need to close above this trend line. Seems like we want to do it. Looking good. So we are still above this area. We closed above that one, we are above this one. This will be the support for some weeks down, 59.200 more or less.